Stand by. Don't touch that dial. It's time for AM Kevin. Good morning. We're glad you could join us. It's time once again for this edition of AM Kevin, starring evangelist, composer, and gospel artist Kevin Shorey and the entire AM Kevin Club gang. And now, from the AM Kevin studios located in Stone Ridge Books and Gifts in beautiful Ashland City, Tennessee, reaching coast to coast and around the world with the message that Jesus is the answer for this world today, is your host, Kevin Shorey.
Good morning and welcome to the AM Kevin Club. I'm so glad you're watching today, coast to coast and around the world. We are here to let you know today Jesus is the answer for the world today, and he is there for us in every situation. As a matter of fact, James chapter 1 and verse 16 or verse 17 says, every good and perfect gift is from the Father above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no shifting, no shifting, no variance, in no shadowing. It's all the light of Jesus. By his will he brought us forth by the word of truth, so that we may be a kind of first fruits for all he created. To be a witness today, to be a witness of his goodness, his love, and his mercy, and his grace, because today and every day he is the answer. Why wouldn't we share that with everybody? We need to share that Jesus is the answer with everybody. And I'm so glad you're watching today. I'm trying to see. Let me see if Texas made it in before California today. Let's see. Is it Darius or Lau? I'm having a problem trying to get my maybe slow internet, but I thought I pushed the button for the show. Let's see. I don't see it on the screen yet. I know it's there. I saw it coming in. Come on. No, there's some guy with his shirt off. We don't need that. He's trying to sell diet stuff. We don't need that. But there's a lot of things happening in the news. I thought maybe I'd start off with a song today, and I'm just feeling like rising above whatever's happening out there, all of the deceit and the lies at the media, and all those things that happen. But and then America, things that are happening kind of make me sad. But in all that, there is good things that are happening. Like I said, every good and perfect gift comes from the Father, right? Good morning, Darius. Texas made it in first. Larry, our announcer, is in the house. Phyllis in Arizona. Cindy in California as well. And let's see. Sandy. Sandy in Texas, yes, and Barbara in Maine. So we've made our cross. We're going to cross. We got one part of the cross anyway. We've got all the way from California over to Maine today. And all of us are fans of Rob. I know Rob Andrus is the best, Phyllis, isn't it? So from California to Maine, we need some Northerners and we need some Southerners to jump in here. Glad that you are watching today. Rob Andrus was a great guest. Today, by way of phone, all the way from Punta Gorda, Florida, Bill Akins is going to join us. You saw Bill last year when we went down there to Florida, and we did a remote show live from the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, and he's going to tell us about that and about what is happening as far as a big celebration and dedication of this Vietnam Vets Memorial. So you want to stay tuned for that. Janine is in the house all the way from Johnson City, Texas. Patty is there from Montana. So there's our Northerners, and there's our Southerners. So we've actually made the perfect cross today, haven't we? We have made the cross. And I'm so glad that you're watching today. We have a special guest in the audience today, or at the cameras, and Justin is checking it out today, and he has an interest in cameras, and he's a 14-year-old young man that is come to maybe help us. So that's why I can change cameras like that. I could be there, or like Justin I could be right there, yes, or right back there. There you go. I love it. And yes, Larry's put up the website or the link to the Vietnam Vets site there with Bill Akins. And Bill's going to join us live here in just a little bit. But how about a song? Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. What do you think, Slothy? Do you think we need to have a song? I don't know. Slothy is we can't be slothful, right? We can't be lazy. We've got to get on it. You agree, don't you? Yes, I do. Yes, he agrees. And since he agrees, I think we ought to do what Slothy wants us to do and go forward with the show. This is a great, great song that I think should have been written as a gospel song. I know it was from a movie, I think a cartoon movie. I can't remember the name of it. I know Michael Jordan was in it, and it was called, I don't remember. But ever since, Phyllis in Arizona saying, yay, Justin. It's like, another Justin? Really? Yes, another Justin. I'm going to shut up. Let me sing a song, and then we'll get to some news and things we need to pray about today. I believe I can fly. Yeah. I used to think that I could not go on, and life to me was just an awful song. Now I know the meaning of true love. So every day I'm leaning on His everlasting arms. By faith, if I can do it, if I can be it, then I know I can do it. If I can just believe on God's word, He said there's nothing to it. Hey, I believe I can fly. Woo! I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. Oh, I believe I can soar. See me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. With God's help, I know I can fly. There was a time when I was on the verge of breaking down. Oh, and life to me was just an awful sound. But I found out there are miracles in life that I must achieve. Oh, but first it's gotta start inside of me. By faith, I know if I can do it. Oh, if I can be it, I can do it. If I just believe on God's word, He said there's nothing to it. Hey, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Think about it every night and day. Yeah, I believe I can soar. See me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I know that I can fly. 'Cause the Lord told me, He said, I believe in you. That's why He went to the cross, 'cause He believes in you and me. Yes, He does. By faith, if I can see it, I know that I can do it. If I just believe on God's word, He said there's nothing to it. Hey, I believe I can fly. Woo, come on. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I can fly. I believe I can fly. Hey, I believe you can fly. Yes, I know I can fly. He said anything you want to do, you can fly. I know I can I wait upon the Lord. Anything I want to do. Said anything I want to do. Said anything you want to do. I know I can fly high. I know you can fly. I believe it with all my heart. You can fly and soar on wings of eagles above all the things that's happening around the world, for sure. Whether to wear masks or not to wear masks. The mask or not to mask, because that is the question. Georgia just rejected mandatory masks, so they're not going to. The state of Georgia will not have mask mandatory. Tennessee will have now mandatory masks. So you don't know to mask or not to mask, because there's good things about the mask and there's bad things about the mask, and they don't know exactly if it really does keep you from a coronavirus. And you do as you feel that you should do. And whether to open churches or here they want to close down the churches, but we can open up restaurants and things. And I know we need to be safe, but besides restaurants, bars, and churches are important, but there is some danger there when too many people together. But schools have got to be the priority. Our children, I believe our children are our future, right? And how can they miss a whole nother year? We've got to have students. I think they need to be the number one priority. What do you think? I've asked you before, and you believe that the schools, and I think most parents, most teachers, although, excuse me, seems like the teachers union or some of the union people are trying to take an advantage on the situation and say, more money, throw us more money. It always comes down to money, and it shouldn't be. So I believe we can soar, we can fly, we can protect our children and send them back to school. So I hope that, I know they're not going to do that in California. There's even some in Tennessee, some schools that will not open. It'll be done virtual, but they need the interaction. I'm just so worried about the future of our kids. And so, one thing I'm worried about when it comes to the future of our kids is the stuff they're doing with the vaccine. So, we're all agreed none of us are going to take this vaccine. We're going to see what's going to happen with the vaccine. But now another chemical company called Givaudan, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Givaudan or Givaudan, is making an alternate protein. So now you can have, because I'm all about having proteins over sugars and carbs, and they're making meat, hamburger meat, in the laboratory. Can this be good? This is not, this is not really good. Patty says she didn't go through the schools. Thus, the way you are, Patty. Just saying. I love to kid her. But, anything that's made in a laboratory, I don't really think I want to eat that. I like God's way, the natural thing, what he has made. Speaking about, and I love my health. You need real proteins. I found an article, a thing about making your own vegetable stock, which I didn't know you could do this. Because I just throw it away. You take your veggie scraps and peelings when you have enough to put it in a pot, and some of y'all are smarter than me. You probably knew this. Put it in a pot, cover with water, and boil for an hour or so. Strain it, and you have vegetable stock for making soups, rice, quinoa, lentils, and all that. Make your own vegetable stock, because I always buy it in the, I try to get organic, and I buy it in the carton. No more. You can make your own vegetable. This is news to me. I also found out, of course, we know it's healthy to have fish. You need to have that vitamin E, that iron, that those omega-3 things. You've got to have that. It's better to have farm-raised when you know that it is, I say farm-raised only with this caveat, that you make sure what that farm is feeding them. And a lot of the farm raised has the parasite. So I'm not, that's second only to wild caught stuff. But you can save money, according to this article, when it comes to fish, for looking for specials. There are always specials, especially on the farm raised cod, pollock, or haddock. But go wild caught first, but save money, but find out where what they're feeding in the farm raised fish. So there's some little tips. I just like to throw the tips out there to all my friends and my partners. How do you know if you're a partner? Well, one way you can know you're a partner if you have the AM Kevin Club mug. If you have the AM Kevin Club mug, then you're sending $11 a month, and we send you a mug. We have the mug, or you can now choose the mask and wear the mask and be safe or not safe, whatever you believe on the mask. But you can, for $20 a month, the AM Kevin Club, you can get the mug and the mask, and that's really important today, and one size fits all, and it's washable, it's the AM Kevin Club mask. And if you don't necessarily want the mug, we've got the AM Kevin Club sports bottle. So there you have the purple sports bottle. We'll send you one of those as your request, just to say thank you for your monthly support. That's $11 a month or $20 a month. For those $37 a month, we have sent Colton. Is that his name? Colton? Colson? Colton. T or S? S. Colson. Like one of my heroes on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hey, Colson, can you bring me that flag that's sitting right there on that table, if you would? It's right here in the front. Just run up and hand me that flag, and here we go. Run up. Come on, run up here. Come on up here. I don't necessarily, we're putting you on TV. There you go. Wave at all the people. There, just wave. All right. Thank you, buddy. That's good. And we here are proud to be Americans. And so we are sending out for this month's gift, we are sending you the American flag in a sticker you can put on the window or your car, wherever you want to do that. And we believe it's the flag. I wanted to read this dissertation about the flag written by Ruth Rousey. I am the flag of the United States of America. I was born on June 14th, 1777 in Philadelphia. One part of this says, eternal vigilance is your price of freedom. As you see me silhouetted against the peaceful skies of my country, remind yourself that I am the flag of your country, that I stand for what you are, no more, no less. Guard me well, lest your freedom perish from the earth. Dedicate your lives to those principles for which I stand. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I was created in freedom. I made my first appearance in a battle for human liberty. God grant that I spend eternity in my land of the free, a home of the brave, and that I shall ever be known as Old Glory, the flag of the United States of America. And so that's just one part of that. If you want the full dissertation about the flag, I can send that too. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to send it to all my family and friends anyhow. But if you're not one of my family and friends, first of all, become a partner. That's $37 a month, because 37 rhymes with Kevin? No. Because 37 is how many years I've been in ministry. Been in ministry as an evangelist for 37 years. And if you like this grand old flag, you want to get this dissertation about the flag, do that today. Become a member. And next month in August, we are going to send another form of the flag in the form, I believe, of a magnet. I believe we're working on it anyway. And with it, I will send this dissertation as well as a personal letter from me. Those are my family of friends. That's the VIP level of the AM Kevin Club. And I just appreciate everybody. As a matter of fact, knock, knock. Is a delay, so they're going to type in, who's there? Knock, knock. Larry, you're usually the first one in. Somebody said Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a great show. I know, I like it. I love superheroes and all that stuff. Phyllis says we should start a Ruthie Club. Don't get Ruth started. We don't want a Ruthie Club. My mom's name was Ruth. My granddaughter and I have Ruth as our middle names, and my granddaughter's name named her puppy Ruthie. See, we don't want to start a Ruthie club, no. Thank you, Darius. Knock, knock. He said, who's there? Lil. Lil, you know, I've known a few Lils in my life. You worked with one at the PTL club back in the day. Lil also before that in high school. I worked in a deli, and I worked with a lady named Lil. Lil. Anyway, who's there? Lil. And then you're supposed to say, crickets, crickets. I was whistling the Jeopardy theme song. By the way, tomorrow is game day. We're playing Bible Jeopardy and Trivia Jeopardy tomorrow and giving out prizes, so you don't want to miss tomorrow's program. It is Jeopardy day. It is game day and reminiscing. Okay, knock, knock. You got the who's there. I say Lil, and you say, thank you, Darius. Lil who? Lil things mean a lot to me. So every little bit that you can do to help mean quite a bit. You can go to the Optavita Health site, and if you believe in the power of liquid silver, a lot of people love silver, building up their immunity for cuts and burns as the gel. A lot of people talk about that. A lot of people love that, and we get a shot. We got a shot. Yes, I love it, Justin. You are right on it. And this is the nano. This is some of the most powerful, most purest silver you can get. It is not colloidal silver. It doesn't turn your skin blue. You can drink it all day long. I don't recommend that, but you know, it does help. All you need is a couple tablespoons a day, and it builds up your immune system. That's one thing that they're purporting. I am not a doctor, nor do I make any claims of cures, but a lot of people love this. Go to Optavita Health, and they are giving us a little offering for when you get that, or the vitamins that I take every day, Complete Essentials. And so any way that you can help, little things do mean a lot to me, and you mean a lot to me. Those that do support, you know, I would love to have, if we had even 100 supporters. I know ministries, bigger ministries, and they've been doing it for longer than I have. You know, they have like 1 million or 10,000 or more supporters, and we have not even 40 supporters. If we can get to 100, let's really give the devil a black eye this year. 2020, he's been throwing some punches with COVID and strife and rioting and all the things that are happening in our nation. You know, the fighting, the division, all that stuff. Let's give him a black eye, and let's build up so that we can financially and as a prayer unit, because I don't want just to build up 100 people that are giving support. I want that support with prayer, and really pray that people will find Jesus as the answer. And Janine says, love the silver. Thank you. Thank you for helping. I know Janine and your mom, Karen, they've helped, and they got some of the silver. So she's not just saying she loves it because she loves it. She loves it because she gets it. And a lot of you that help me, you know, it means so much to me. But it's not just the financial support. If we get prayer and unity support, Moses got 70 elders together. If I can get to 70, there is nothing we can't do. We really need another camera. We could use some help with a portable camera that we can take on the road. I love still going to places and showing where God's people get together and work better and more efficient and supply. You know, I've done that. I went to the Santa Rosa fires. I went to the hurricane disaster in Key West or in Houston after the hurricane had gone through, and the government was not as fast acting as the churches. They don't always report that, but even FEMA says that the God's people worked in Houston quicker than they could and more efficiently. So anyway, I still got a lot of projects, and you know of our crusade in Ethiopia. Justin, you want to go to Africa? Go to Africa. Come on as a cameraman. But went to Ethiopia last year. Now they've opened doors for us to have crusades over there. So thank you, Phyllis. Pray for the 70. That's what you guys do. You're good at prayer partners, and I so appreciate it. You know, we have a lot of things that happen. You know what I feel about capital punishment and execution? They just executed another murderer today. Seems like it's murder row week for executions. This one is the one that kidnapped that young girl and raped and murdered her, and she, you know, it's a horrible thing, but I think everybody should have a chance to know Jesus and go to heaven. And who knows if he has. They said he was, you know, they tried to stay his case because they said he had dementia or Alzheimer's or something, but he was executed. And I don't know. I don't They're not quite on my weasel list, though. Here's my weasels. The LA Times today said we should cancel, they agree with whoever's saying this, we should cancel the national anthem altogether. And it should be some more unifying national anthem. If they're doing God Bless America, My Country 'Tis of Thee, or America the Beautiful, I don't know that I have a problem with that, but you know what I really have a problem is these dividing anthems. They're going to sing two anthems when the NFL starts. Garbage. Speaking of football, Jason Witten, who was with the Dallas Cowboys, all my Cowboys, I don't know. I hope they're getting it together. They're the most likely to succeed, according to a lot of Sports Illustrated magazines and different ones. But Jason Witten, who I loved so much, is now going to play for the newest team in the NFL, the Las Vegas Raiders. So the Oakland Raiders are no more, LA Raiders no more. Now they're the Las Vegas Raiders. And I guess they're already going to play this season. I didn't know that they even built their stadium yet, so I don't know how that works. But Jason, good luck to you over there. And, Tom and Gronk are with Tampa Bay. It's a weird, but Dallas Cowboys will still be my number one. I might have to start rooting for, I can't do Tampa Bay. I definitely won't do Patriots anymore. I don't know. We'll have to see how this all folds out. But my hero of the day, whoever it was that invented the Blue Apple Freshener Extender. I love inventions. My heroes are teachers, missionaries, ministers, pastors, especially youth pastors, children's pastors, nursery workers in church, daycare workers, teachers, farmers, military. These are my number one heroes. My partners, you're my number one heroes. But I love inventors, and somebody has invented, it's new to me. It's called the Blue Apple, and it's a blue apple, plastic looking, that you throw in your fruit or vegetable bin in your refrigerator, and it extends the freshness of your, I don't know how, but they can put a man, I've said this for years, they can put a man on the moon, but I can't keep my broccoli from going bad, or my cabbage or whatever it is. Now there's a way, a Blue Apple freshener, and so I don't get supported by this. There's no kickback, no sponsors here. You are my sponsors. But I love to tell you about new things. Phyllis says people should move to another country where they like their anthem better. And Ginger says it's cray-cray. It is cray-cray. No sports in this house anymore. Ooh, ow. Ginger and Janine both say no sports. Ow, I don't know if I can go that far. I just want to flick past the national anthem thing. But anyway, also, because I believe in health. Health, need somebody. Health, not just anybody. What you need is good health. I don't have the rest of the line, but, the Beatles didn't know they were going to talk about health. You got to look into eating more dates. I thought because they're high in sugar that they are not what you should be eating. You should be eating the dates. So I don't eat a lot of dates. But it says, although it's full of new study on dates from the Chicago Sun-Times, although it's full of carbs and sugar, it doesn't have a high glycemic index. Your GI is not so high. So diabetics can be helped even. It's good for your heart. It has minerals, antioxidants, which can fight cancer, and other nutrients, all in things God created. Isn't that wonderful? God created all things good. Yes, he did. And dates are one of those things. Now, Bill Akins will be calling in just a minute, so I'm waiting for his call in. I can't wait. It's going to be good. We have a devotion coming from 1 Timothy 6, but I also wanted to say I found something for those who like to indulge in the desserts. I love one of my favorite. I love Almond Joy. I love Hershey's with almonds. I love Butterfingers. I miss them. Until they find a thing like that that's low carb, I'm still pining for them. But my other favorite is peanut M&Ms. I love peanut M&Ms. Atkins has, and you can see the box is empty now. My wife and I have been trying these chocolate, it's the chocolate peanut candies of Atkins. And once again, I have no sponsors, Atkins, but I'm saying low carb, the way to go. You can't live on desserts. You can't live on just meat. So when you do Atkins, and I'll explain this in my, Rev Kev's Cooking is coming up sooner. Oh, Lord willing, devil don't hinder. It is coming soon. But the chocolate peanut candies by taste just almost, not totally, but close enough. It's the closest I've ever found of the peanut. There it is. Thank you, Justin. There, Atkins peanut chocolate candies, as good as the peanut M&Ms. And you like your Snickers? They've also got this. I've been trying out new things, and I'm doing it for you because I love you so much. There it is again. Thank you, Justin. It's the what do they call this? The caramel or caramel? Do you say caramel or caramel? Chocolate nut roll bar. And so it tastes like a Snickers bar. Anyway, enough of that. I was so excited. I just wanted to share that with you and try that. And I'm kind of stalling. See if Bill is still coming online. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me text him. Make sure Bill should be on by now. Waiting for your call anytime now. Thanks. Let's see if he's coming in. You know, I can always talk whether he comes in or not, but I want to get him on the program. If he doesn't come on today, we'll get him tomorrow. We'll see if that text comes through and see what happens. I do have one other thing to talk about. Oh, no, I don't. Not on the latest of news. So I've got my devotion. I got a song. It's coming up. Bill, I don't see Bill. If I start the song, he's going to call. I guarantee. So maybe I'll start into my, or I can give you one more tip here. This is it. If you're not sure, now yesterday I said when you order something online, this is a great tip. When you order something online, put it in your cart and don't buy it right away. And within a couple of days, a lot of sites, a lot of things like say you go to jcpenney.com, say you go to buyfishingequipment.com or whatever. I don't know the different .coms, but wherever you like to shop, if you wait, you put it in your cart and leave it there for a couple of days, they may send you, 9 times out of 10, they'll send you a coupon. We found that Amazon, I guess, doesn't do that. Some of y'all were saying Amazon doesn't do that. But here's one other thing to do. If you aren't sure whether a price on Amazon is good, go to a free price tracker. There's one website called Camel. I don't know why it's called Camel. Or Price Pulse. Write this down, camel.com or Price Pulse. It's a phone app, Price Pulse, to see if the items cost over time, to see if you're getting the good sale. I didn't know that. So there's another. I'm just throwing out great tips for you today. 114 in Arizona. Oh, Lord, have mercy. That's too hot for me. I don't know how y'all do it. How do you all do the heat in Arizona? Well, I don't know if Akins is calling in now. We gave him that time at 11:30, and let me check. It was through a mutual friend too. Let's just see if our mutual friend has got this. Let's see if we get through there. I want to talk to Bill today. But 1 Timothy chapter 6 is where we're going to go today. And I got my Tree of Life Bible here. Thank you, Miss Sandra, which was a great gift. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you so very much. You know, there are those that, you know, say somebody else is going to do it, you know. We'll get somebody else to do it. They become slothful, right? Slothy. I don't know. They sometimes they say, you know, somebody else will do it, and I just, you know, I need to know that, you know, God wants me to do that or that. I mean, God wants you to be a witness. God wants you to if you're being fed by a ministry, to support it. I mean, there just should be no question. And so many of you do it, and they're slothy. Sometimes slothy, you know, gets into all of us, and we just let everybody else. But you should have that same mantra, that same theme in your heart, that if it's to be, it's up to me, and I'm not going to let everybody else get the blessing. I want to jump in and get the blessing myself, for sure. And this is a true way to happiness. This is what I want to share today. You know, 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 6. We'll start with verse 6. Says that godliness with contentment is great gain. So no matter what situation, you be content. For we brought nothing into this world, verse 7, so we can't take anything out of it. But having food and clothing, with these things, we need to be content, whether we have them or not. Those who want to be rich will fall into a temptation and a trap, and many foolish and harmful desires that plunge men into ruin and destruction. And we'll continue that in just a second. It looks like Bill is in the house. Good morning. Is this Brother Bill
Morning,
Akins?
Kevin. How are you?
I'm good, brother. I'm so glad you're calling in today. All the way from Florida.
Yeah, Southwest Florida, and it's a little bit warm here today.
Oh, I bet it is. It's warm a lot of places. We got a viewer watching right now from Arizona. It's 114 there.
Yes, that's where I grew up.
Oh, in Arizona?
Yes.
Ah.
In the Valley of the Sun.
So you moved from the dry heat to the humidity.
Right. Not as hot, but it's more like a sauna 24/7 here.
Yeah, oh no, I bet. And it's so good to hear your voice. I had such a good time with you last time we were in Florida together, and so many comments and people blessed by the program and blessed by what you're doing down there. Tell us, refresh our memory about, how God put in your heart to do this and to build in Punta Gorda this in this beautiful park, this Vietnam Veterans Memorial, very similar to the one in Washington, D.C. Take us from the roots of that and what's happening there now.
Okay, the Vietnam Memorial wall that we have is exactly like the one in D.C., only half size. It's a 50% replica.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do, as you know, Vietnam veterans were treated pretty poorly when they came home.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to give them a nice welcome home that they deserve.
That's
and
awesome.
The way we're going to start it off on Monday, I believe that's the 16th, I believe, of November.
16th of
We're going to start
November.
off at 9 a.m. with a roll call, which is a reading of the names.
Wow.
And that will go through every day until Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then at noon on Friday, we will have a ceremony with a wreath laying and some speakers. And that will end that part of it. Then at about 2 o'clock, we're going to step over to the 4 Points Hotel, and we're going to have a big kickoff party. And we're going to have some great entertainment. James Marvell, Bobby G.
James.
Rice,
Love you,
Butch
James.
Grace, formerly of Sam the
Bobby.
Sham and the Pharaohs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Wooly Bully and all that. Everybody remembers that.
Yeah, for sure.
And then and on Saturday morning in Punta Gorda, we are going to have a parade that will step off at 9 a.m. And the parade will be over at 11.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go out to Port Charlotte to the Charlotte Sports Park, which is where the Tampa Bay Rays do their spring training.
Oh, wow.
And the Charlotte Stone Crabs play.
Huh. Wow.
Going to be a much better venue. People don't have to bring their lawn chairs. We'll have quite a bit of preferred seating available, and it's just going to be awesome. And then we'll have an opening ceremony there, and with James Marvell is going to sing, Bobby's going to sing, Chris Noel is going to sing, and then we'll have the opening ceremony with invocation and that. We'll have a flyover by the Warbirds.
Wow.
And then that's going to be awesome. Then we'll have the Boogeymen, a local group that's huge following, great bunch of guys. They'll open the first act, and then when they're done, we'll have Jack Michael. He's a young and upcoming country star.
Yeah.
And between those acts, we'll have James and Bobby doing some solos out there to keep the crowd occupied.
That's
Then
awesome.
at probably about 6 o'clock, the greatest patriotic singer of our time, Lee Greenwood,
Oh, I agree.
is going to come on.
Wow.
Did you hear? God Bless the USA just hit #1 after all these years. Hit #1 on Billboard this week.
Wow. Good for Lee Greenwood and good for our country. We need to remember
Absolutely.
to pray that God blesses the USA for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. I hope if the invitation's still open, I'd love to come down And I don't know
Absolutely.
about bringing down the cameras, but I'll try to bring at least one and try to tape some of the stuff going on there. And I would love to be a part of it if you'll let me.
Absolutely. We certainly would love to have you.
I love it. I think maybe it was the Lord that helped, because I couldn't come when the original date was, and now it's been moved to November because of all the COVID and all that. So
Right.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Yeah,
to be,
I'm pretty sure we'll be on the backside of this COVID stuff, and
I believe so.
it's going to be a bigger, I think, a much better show because of the venue. We're also working on getting an aircraft, or actually Huey helicopters out of Alabama up near Fort Rucker. That's where they
Wow.
teach helicopters for the Army.
Yeah.
We got a group that has a Huey. Everybody wants to ride a Huey, and they're going to be down here for a couple of days giving rides.
I want one. Oh, I would love
bet.
that. Oh, that would
It's
be
going to
so
be awesome.
I would love that. That would be awesome. Tell me, Bill, I wanted to ask you this. I've been meaning to ask you this, and I'm not sure that I did in our first interview down there. What was it? What was that moment when you said, that God put this in your heart to do this, and to, not just the celebration and to welcome the Vietnam veterans
Right.
the right way, but to build this and to put all your effort and time and money into this. What was that moment? Do you remember that moment when you knew this is what you were supposed to do?
Actually, we got to go back to when we dedicated the wall here. A friend and I were standing there, and all the speakers were up and da-da-da-da-da, and we looked at each other and noticed there was no young people there. And so we said, we don't want 20 years from now people driving by and going, "Hey, Martha, what's the heck that wall?" So we started an organization called the Vietnam Wall Education Foundation. And then the next step was, they never got a good welcome home.
No.
And so let's do this. And the only way I wanted to make it work is with Lee Greenwood. And so I pursued Lee, and once I finally got him pinned down and told him about it, he said, absolutely, he's in.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
just going from there, and it's, the COVID thing, March 28th was the original date, but,
Yeah.
there's a reason that things happen, and I am just absolutely thrilled that we're going to be able to do it at the ballpark. We'll have more seating available, and just all around better deal.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
going to be on November 21st
Yeah.
in Port Charlotte, and the parade will be November 20th in Punta Gorda, which is just across the bridge there.
And it's open to everybody from around the nation that want to come?
Absolutely. All veterans get in free general admission.
Wow.
Non-veterans, a whopping $20, and then there's some upgrades available from that.
Yeah.
And actually, every veteran, current military, past military, gets a free general admission.
Wow.
And,
Wonderful.
It's going to be awesome.
They're asking me if you were in Vietnam. I don't remember, but I don't think so, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Let's try. I was there almost 4 years.
Like I said, you are a veteran as well. And,
Yes.
Yes. And it's my dad actually was asking because he was there. He was Green Beret in Vietnam.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. And so my heart
Our
is
Grand Marshal for the parade is Sergeant First Class Melvin Morris. He was one of the first Green Berets.
Whoa.
And he won, or not won, he's a Medal of Honor recipient. And so he's going to be here as the Grand Marshal, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought the opposite, but we honor you today, and I will keep announcing this periodically on our program so we get people, and then we get even closer to the date. Please call back in, and
Oh, yes, absolutely.
we'll promote it more. Bill, I appreciate you. Just like when I was there with you, if I labor on the fact too much, I'll start to cry and tear up because
I understand. I understand.
we need a healing. I think the beginning of a healing in America begins there. And,
Yes, it does.
And ends there. I believe that we will not have the peace and the unity in our nation again when we honor those that need to be honored. And this is a sermon that I've been working on, because as we honor those Vietnam, or those that went to the Persian Gulf, at Afghanistan. Honor all of our veterans and all of our military. That trickles down to the honor we need for those in authority, our police and our teachers. And see, we're losing respect. We're losing authority. When we think it happened again yesterday in New York. They just grabbed baseball bats and started hitting policemen on the head.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
We have to come back to a place where we respect authority and honor those who are laying down their lives literally for this country. Thank you for your service, Bill, and for all of those that may be watching that served in Vietnam. Thank you so much. And Bill,
well, thank you, Kevin.
I honor you. You're one of my heroes. I want you to know that.
Looking forward to talking to you again, and you have a blessed day, my friend.
You too, Bill. God bless you, and God bless the USA.
Thank you, sir.
Amen. Thank you. God bless. I feel like I should sing it. I get patriotic. I get really, when it comes to this country. I've been around the world, folks, and I know this is the greatest country on the face of this earth. And then God has set us up for such a time as this. Let us take advantage of this as God wants us to. I believe that with all of my heart. I need to get back to my message. How about if I sing a song? Maybe I should sing a song. If I get to a song, maybe this will help me through the message. And once you start crying, sometimes you can't get it out. It goes to your throat, but I think I got it. This goes high, but I'm going to try it. Let me sing this. Thank you, Bill. We honor you. And James, thanks for setting that up. And Ruthie. And I dedicate this to you. It's all about the Lord Jesus, who I think who has set this country up so he should be the first in our lives. Jesus, you're the center of my joy. All that's good and perfect comes from you. Yeah. You're the heart of my salvation, the hope for all I do. Jesus, you're the center of my joy. When I've lost my direction, you're the compass for my way. You're the fire and light when nights are so long and so cold. Even in my sadness, you are the laughter that shatters all my fears when I'm all alone. Your hand is there to hold. Oh, Jesus, you're the center of my joy. And all that's good and perfect comes from you. Yeah. You're the heart of my contentment, the hope for all I do. Oh, Jesus, you're the center of my joy. You are why I find laughter in the simple things of life. You're the music in the meadows and the streams. Oh, I even hear you in the laughter of little children. My whole family and my home. You're the source, you're the finish of my highest dreams. That's why I love to sing your praise. Oh, Jesus, you're the center of my joy. that's good and perfect comes from you. You're the heart of my contentment. You're the heart of my contentment, the hope for all I do. I know Jesus said you are the center of my joy. Yes, you are. Jesus said you are the center of all my hopes, my dreams, the center of my joy. Jesus, I know you are the center of my joy. When I'm feeling lonely, some days when I'm feeling sad, your word tells me you're the glory, you're the lifter of my head. Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are, Lord. You're my music. Oh, you're my song. You give me hope all day long, all day long. Jesus, you're the center of my joy. Yes, you are. Every day you're my everything. Jesus, you're my everything, my all in all. I surrender today and every day because you're the center of my joy. Jesus, you're the center of my joy. Oh, my joy. Yes, you are. Jesus, the center of all my joy. American Scientific Magazine says religious people, you're talking about us, Christians, and those that are Christian and married have a greater tendency towards happiness. Scientific Magazine, American Scientific Magazine. What they don't realize is that it's more than happiness, but it's a peace. It's a joy from within that the Lord gives us, the center of our joy. They do point out that happiness seems to come from relationships, the longer lasting relationships within the people in a congregation, in the church, and amongst the family with the husband and wife and the kid dynamic. And they find that it's in relationships, not in things. 1 Timothy 6 says, godliness with contentment is great gain. It says, we brought nothing into this world, so we can't take anything out of it. Having food and clothing, these things we shall be content with. For those who want to be rich usually fall into temptation and a trap and many foolish and harmful desires that plunge them into ruin and destruction. And that's where the famous verse in verse 10, 1 Timothy 6:10, Paul is trying to tell young Timothy, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Some long for it, have gone astray from their faith, and have been pierced throughout with many arrows, probably physically as well as spiritually. But you, O man and woman of God, verse 11, God always gives a remedy, right? Flee from these things. They're not things that make you happy, not give you joy. But relationship with the Lord trickles down to relationship with your family and with others. Flee from those things, but pursue these things: righteousness, godliness, faithfulness, love, perseverance, and gentleness. Excuse me. Fight the good fight of faith and take hold of the things that are eternal. I love it. Since 1957, the American Scientific Magazine also says that even though Americans earn twice as much as they did in 1957, today the very happy people in polled, are you very happy? From 1957, 35% of the people polled said they were very happy, to today, less than 29%. Even though we're making more money, we're accomplishing many more things, newer technology, people are still not happy. It once again proves that it's not the things that'll make you happy. In our pursuit for happiness, which is what the Constitution says we can do, or the Declaration of Independence, it has to be obvious to everyone, I hope it is today, that Jesus is the answer for everything. He is the center of our joy. If you don't know Jesus, find him today. When you know Jesus, you'll know joy. When you know Jesus, you'll know peace. If you're having no peace and you're having no joy, know Jesus, and then you'll know. Do you see what I did there with the two kinds of words? Do that today. Say, Jesus, I'm a sinner, but you're a Savior. I surrender all to you because I know you're the Son of God and died for me and rose again. Come live in my life forever. Wash me with your blood, fill me with your Spirit, and I will serve you. If you pray that prayer, let us know, and we want to encourage you and pray with you and give you any kind of tools to help you grow that we can give to you to help you. And if you've fallen away from him and you just feel like you feel so separated from the presence of God today, all you have to do is open your mouth and he'll fill it. All you do is ask and you shall receive. Seek and you'll find. Knock and the door will be open. And then pursue righteousness, godliness, faithfulness, love, perseverance, and gentleness, and fight the good fight of faith. I can preach on every one of those words that it will bring so much more fulfillment in your life when you finally just yield to him and recognize him as the answer for your life today. That's why we do what we do every day, and I'm so appreciative to your support. I want to thank you, family and friends, AM Kevin Club members, and everybody. Your gifts, large and small, help us. Your prayers are so powerful and is the biggest part of our support that really keeps us going and growing today. I want to thank Justin for filling in, helping out today. Appreciate him, and hope he'll come back for sure. But we are blessed, and we're blessed to know that we can find the answer today and every day. Thank you, Bill Akins, for being on the program today. What a great man and a man of God and a man of great principle. We honor him and we honor our veterans today particularly, and we're so thankful for all God is done, is doing, and going to do through you and me. We'll be back tomorrow with a great word for you here on the AM Kevin Club. Friday already, can you believe it? Woo! Hope you caught up on your taxes and paid tax day yesterday, or at least got an extension. Weird time to live, isn't it? Remember, Jesus is the answer for our world today, and as soon as I get it up, Larry's going to take us out. Are you ready, Larry? Take us out. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.
This brings to a close another edition of AM Kevin. We're glad you were able to join us. The AM Kevin Show is presented Monday through Friday, featuring evangelist, composer, and gospel artist Kevin Shorey and the entire AM Kevin Club gang. If you'd like to contact us, you can call us at 844-47-KEVIN. That number once again is 844-475-3846. Or you can write us at Kevin Shorey Ministries, P.O. Box 222, Pleasant View, Tennessee 37146. Our email address is kshorymen@aol.com, and you can also visit us at our website, kevinshorey.com. Join us again next time when we present another edition of AM Kevin. And remember, Jesus is the answer for this world today. AM Kevin is a part of the outreach ministry of Kevin Shorey Ministries, Inc., all rights reserved.